Hey kiddos, glad you came for a reading lesson today. For today's lesson, you might find your Reader-Writer Journal useful, or you can put your replies into our Google chat on the assignment, so I know that you've listened to this video. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about how to be a strong listener and strong speaker, and how you can know when it's time to do which one of those jobs. All right, to be a strong listener and a strong speaker, here are a few tips given to you by a couple of lovely dogs. Being a strong listener makes eye contact with the speaker. That way the speaker knows you are listening to him or her, and your thoughts are not wandering all over, wondering what kind of pizza you're going to have for dinner. Your body is turned toward the speaker. That makes sure that the speaker knows that they are not the second or third thing on your mind. You might nod at the speaker to show you are, in fact, listening. You might ask the speaker to say something a different way. Maybe you misunderstood or you need to think about it differently. When a speaker speaks, you want to listen so you can respond to that person's idea or thought before changing the subject and talking about what you would like to say. Don't talk over the speaker. That makes it hard for other people around to hear what is being said, and also it's pretty rude. How to be a good speaker. Make eye contact with everyone in the group. If you are only making eye contact with a single person in the group, everybody else in the group may not understand that you are also talking to them and may think you are only speaking to a single person. You might nod or gesture to someone in the group to show that you've acknowledged that they are making contact with you or that they are responding to your speaking. Make sure everybody take turns. It is no fun to sit in a conversation where one person monopolizes or takes over the conversation and doesn't give anyone else a turn. Make sure you're asking questions as a strong speaker. That invites others to participate in the conversation. Make sure you're using appropriate volume. If you are speaking too quietly, people cannot hear what you are saying. If you're speaking too loudly, it might be offensive to some people's ears and they might not want to listen to you. They might turn your voice off. Add on to comments made by others. Since you are all taking turns and asking questions, you can add on to others' comments. Now, how are you going to recognize when it is your turn to talk? You probably already know some of these things unconsciously, but here are a few guidelines. Wait for a natural break, pause, or lull in the conversation, or when no one has anything to say. Make eye contact with the speaker. This can let the speaker know that you are ready to make a contribution and that the speaker should end his or her sentence. Notice if the speaker is looking around for someone to add to the conversation. Maybe the speaker is looking for someone to agree or disagree. Lean in to show you have something to say. Okay, now it's your turn. Either on your notebook or in a private chat, respond to these questions for me, please. What are two things you can do to practice being a strong speaker? And what are two things you can do to practice being a strong listener? I can't wait to see what you figured out, and I can't wait to see your conversational skills that you've learned in practice in our class. I will see you next time, kiddos.